Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Ransom. Welcome to my man cave. America, 4th of July, just a few days away. And what's more American to do on your 4th of July weekend than to watch an Austrian actor blow a bunch of shit up? Nothing.
Do a barrel roll!
Terminator Genisys, believe it or not, is the 5th movie in this franchise. Now, I want to start off by saying that a Terminator movie is actually one of my favorite movies of all time. Terminator 3. No, I'm just messing with you. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. The movie's rad, guys. The movie is fantastic. It still holds up. It was on TV the other day. We watched it again. Fan-freaking-nominal. That's not even a word, but it is, because that movie is fan-freaking-nominal. And you know what, in my opinion, I think that the first 2 Terminator movies are just science fiction masterpieces. They did something really special. They were fun to watch, but they also made you think. But then somewhere down the line, Terminator 3, Hollywood decided that, intelligent storytelling wasn't as important as blowing stuff up. And it's unfortunate. And it's unfortunate that that's actually what's going on in Terminator Genisys as well. Now, before you think that I'm just completely taking a dump on this movie, I'm not. There were some things that I actually really liked about the movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger, first and foremost. He's back as a T-800. He's awesome. He's been playing this role for like 30 years now. You could tell that he loves this character because every time he's on screen, he shines. He's fun. He's funny when he needs to be. He's a badass when he needs to be. He's a lot of fun. Another actor that's a standout for me is J.K. Simmons. It's J.K. Simmons. You know that you're going to get greatness with him. Unfortunately, he's only in the movie for about 10 minutes, but those 10 minutes are a lot of fun. The guy can make an insurance commercial fun to watch. It's J.K. Simmons. And then lastly, another thing that I really liked about Terminator Genisys was the opening sequence. Now, they actually show a bit of the future, the war. They show John Connor's relationship with Kyle Reese. They show the events that lead up to John Connor actually having to send Kyle Reese back in time. They actually show that, and it's kind of cool. And I'm thinking to myself at this point, I'm like, ooh, this is going to be awesome. But unfortunately, after that, it is just a train wreck. The story takes a nosedive. It is so confusing. I get it. Time travel is a messy subject, but the way that they handle it in Terminator Genisys is just a mess. It's an absolute mess. On top of that, you just add a bunch of bland performances. Now, I've come to expect that from Jai Courtney because, let's just be honest. The dude has been bland in everything that we've seen him in so far. I don't think he's that good. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't seen him in the right role yet, but I just don't really like the guy on screen. But then they take a bunch of people that I do like Emilia Clarke and Jason Clarke. There's a lot of Clarks in this movie. And both Emilia and Jason, they've been really good in things that I've seen him in before. Emilia Clarke, Game of Thrones. Daenerys Targaryen. She is fantastic as that role. Jason Clarke, just last year, he was in the new Planet of the Apes movie. He was really good over there, but they're just so bland in this movie, and it's such a buzzkill. I know that I'm not supposed to compare Emilia Clarke's Sarah Connor to Linda Hamilton's, but why not? Linda Hamilton actually became that role, and Emilia Clarke, at some points, you could just tell that she was acting, and that's a problem, guys. Now, going back to Terminator 2 Judgment Day, I feel like that movie just works to this day because it's a healthy balance of so many different things. It balanced storytelling with character building, with action set pieces. And this movie, the story's so convoluted and so confusing, you might as well just throw that out the window. It's just action scene after action scene after action scene. And some of you action fans are probably thinking to yourself, well, that sounds awesome. And it might be to you, but the problem is that none of these action sequences in Terminator Genisys are really that memorable. I just saw the movie last night, and I can only really remember one action scene. Now, I know that the entire thing was just nothing but things exploding and cars flipping over and stuff, but I can only remember one action scene. But I think back to a movie that's over 20 years old, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and I can remember so many action sequences from that movie, even though it had a bunch of character building. Remember the scene where John Connor's being chased through the ditch by the T-1000 while he's in the semi. That, oh my God, it's getting my heart pumping just thinking about it. You think about the scene where they have to escape the building and Arnold's on top of it. He's got the minigun. He's just raining hellfire, but he can't kill anybody. So you're like, oh my God, did he kill them? And then you find out that, well, spoiler alert, the movie's been out for 20 years. He didn't kill anybody. That's what I'm talking about. This movie just doesn't have any memorable set pieces. I watched the movie last night. I don't remember a damn thing except for one car chase scene, and it's only because I just watched the trailer and it happened to be in the trailer that I just saw before starting to record this review. Now, if you've ever been to one of these premieres, one of these advanced screenings, you know that there's always a movie rep that waits outside with a little clipboard that takes down your information, asks you what you liked about the movie, what you didn't like about the movie. And I actually heard a guy last night tell the movie rep, well, that movie was enjoyable if you turn your mind off. And I walked away thinking, why is that even a thing? We should demand more from Hollywood, especially with really cool franchises like Terminator, stuff that has a really great base. We should demand more from them. Give them something, not just a whole bunch of things blowing up in our face. Give us a story. Give us characters. Give us stuff that we care about. Make us care about the Terminator franchise as much as Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's what we should demand. So that being said, I can't really recommend this movie to any of my friends. Now, there were a couple of things that I enjoyed, so I'm not going to give this like a 0, but I will say this. I can't recommend this movie to you. Wait until DVD, wait until Redbox. Don't go watch it in the theaters, and maybe Hollywood will get the big picture. Maybe they'll get the message. My final score for Terminator Genisys is a 4 out of 10. I read somewhere that James Cameron gets the rights back to the Terminator franchise in 3 years, so I'm hoping that he does either one of two things. I'm hoping that he comes out with a real third movie in the franchise, like he just nixes 3, 4, and 5, and he gives us like a really great movie to just cap it all off, or I'm hoping he just lets it die, because I think it's time, guys. I think it's time.